to run through some Pilates with you. There will be different levels, okay? So the base level will be your level 1, option 1, and then we build it up gradually to where you feel comfortable. Anytime, go from one level to another, see how it feels, because you can always go back to basics. So standing nice and upright, just pedal through your feet one side to the other, lifting up an alternating heel, and just allow your shoulders to gently rotate in one direction and the other. Place the feet down, lift up onto the toes, lengthen the body, and release. Good, lift up, lengthen the body, and release. Just a little warm up. So we're going to lunge forward on the right leg, you're going to lengthen your back, and you're going to bring your body forwards and down, and then back into the middle. So you're lengthening through your back leg, making sure the front knee doesn't go over the toe. So you're just going to do one more. If you can only go to there, that is absolutely fine. And then bring it back in. You're going to step out, reach up and over, and then go the other way. So we're lengthening one leg, we're lengthening through the waist, and we're opening up through the back. Lateral flexion. Last one here. Into the middle. Arms up, take a breath in. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in, return. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in, return. Last one here, breathe out, rotate. Breathe in, return. Good. Coming into the centre, relax your arms. Make sure your neutral spine is in place, so you're tilting the pelvis, finding the position where your back feels the most comfortable, and also your core muscles are engaged. So draw up through your pelvic floor as if it's attached to a lift. Take it to the 10th floor, down to the 5th floor, down to the 3rd floor, and leave it there. Then imagine a belt around your middle. Put it in 10, notch 10, out to notch 5, out to notch 3, and leave it there. And then standing towards the back of your mat, breathe in, tuck the chin to the chest. Breathe out, begin to roll down. Soften your knees, allow the arms to hang and relax. And then when you're ready, carefully, all the way back up, rebuild your spine. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, carefully roll down through the back. Soften your knees, allow your arms to hang and relax. And then carefully bring yourself all the way back up. So we're going to be rolling down and we're going to be making our way into a downward dog position. So breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, roll down. And then at your lowest point, walk your hands forward, keeping your feet flat. Now, any problems with your back or your blood pressure, whether it be high or low, you will come into this box position instead. You'll breathe in to round and arch the spine, chin to the chest. Breathe out to release. So any problems, into the cat stretch. Otherwise, we've got our feet down, head between the arms, take a breath in, lower the knees towards the floor, and then breathe out and push them all the way back. Breathe in, knees towards the floor, breathe out, all the way back. So you're bringing your knees forwards and down, and then breathing out to push back. So you're going to hold this last one here, knees just above the floor. Take 2 more deep, full breaths, and then lower all the way down. Now we're going to be coming into push-up. Hands come out a little bit wider. Box position, thighs apart, level 1. Breathe in, chest between the hands, lower down. Breathe out and push up. So we breathe in to go lower and down. We breathe out to push up. Level 2, legs further away. Level 3, up on your toes. Keep going for me. Now with Pilates, you're breathing controls the rate of your movement, the pace of your movement. So a whole breath in to get you down, and a whole breath out to push up. So your breathing is full and deep, and it comes from the rib cage. Deep breath in to lower, and out to raise. So it's slow and controlled. In your push-up, 2 more repetitions, please. Breathe in to lower, and out to lift. When you've done your 2, you're going to bring yourself into level 1, leg pull. So you're coming down on your forearms and elbows. You've pulled up through the pelvis. Don't have your bottom in the air. Make sure your bum is down, your back is flat. Looking between your wrists. Level 1. Level 2, draw the knees up, breathe and hold. If you want level 3, make sure your hands aren't going to slip and come up onto those hands. Not too wide, and don't have your legs stepped out. Straight line from the head down to the heels. You've got to pull up, breathe and hold. Belly button being drawn up towards the ceiling. Tighten the centre of the body. So I'm going to ask you please, at your level, for 2 more breaths. Once you've completed your 2, you're coming all the way down onto your front. Now, when you come onto your front, your forehead will be down. So once you're sure what you're doing, keep the head down, okay? Arms are going to come into capital E shape. Elbow in line with the shoulder. Big toes touch, heels drop out. Keep your legs nice and still. Breathe in. As you breathe out, peel up the chest. Breathe in to gently lower. Breathe out, peel up the chest. Breathe in, gently lower. Now we don't want to drop down. We want to control the movement. Breathing out as you peel up. Breathing in as you carefully release. Pulling up through the belly button, tightening through the core without moving those legs. If you want to go further, we're going to do an extended swan dive. You breathe out, come up, breathe in and hold, and then breathe out, and you could, if you wanted, come up further. And then 1 breath in to gently lower, don't drop. So breathe out to lift, breathe in and hold, breathe out to lift again, breathe in to gently release. So in your swan dive, you're only lifting as far as comfortable for you. We are mobilising through the back, and we are strengthening through the core. You've got to keep your belly button drawn up. So you're breathing out to peel up, keeping the arms and the hands down, and you're breathing in to gently lower. Only as far as comfortable. And the extended swan dive, extra breath, hands stay down, but the arms fully extend, and then gently breathing to release. So in your swan dive, at your level, 1 more please. When you've done that 1, slide the arms back in and back into leg pull. Level 1, knees down. Level 2, knees up. Level 3, you're up on your hands. Now hold and breathe. Looking between the wrists, drawing up and in through the core. Tighten the belly button. So in your leg pull, I would like you please to complete up to 3 more breaths, okay? Deep, full breaths. And once you've completed those 3, you're going to carefully release, and you're going to turn yourself down onto one side, and you're going to lengthen out the body in in a nice straight line. So you're going to point your toes, you're going to rest your head on the arm, point those fingers away. Breathe in. As you breathe out, your legs raise, but don't let your body roll. As soon as your legs came up, your waist, your obliques began to work, okay? So already doing nothing else other than holding your legs, you're working your waist and your core. Hand is there for your balance. Breathe in. As you breathe out, kick the top leg forwards. Breathe in and return. And then breathe out, kick the top leg backwards. Breathe in and return. Breathe out to kick. Breathe in to return. Now that bottom leg is nice and still. So level 1, you might not want to kick behind. Just keep in front. Level 2, it goes forwards and it goes behind. Level 3, both legs kick. One goes forwards, one goes backwards. Keeping that body in a straight line. Breathing out as the legs move away, in as they come back in. If you don't need your hand there for support, take it away. Place it on the hip. If you still don't need it, if you can still balance, then bring the arm all the way over. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. So you can have just your top leg coming forwards and backwards, or both legs. You've got to keep your legs as straight as possible. Point the toes away. 2 more breaths for me, please. And then once you've completed those 2 breaths, legs together. Carefully allow them to lower. If you need to rub your leg or anything, please do so. Then you're going to push yourself to sit. We're sitting upright with our legs bent and our back lengthened. Shoulders are down, relaxed. Core muscles zipped up. Now you're going to breathe in and tilt the pelvis under, so you've got a C-shaped spine. You're going to breathe out and lower, only as far as comfortable for you. Breathe in, start the lift. Breathe out, continue all the way up. Breathe in and tilt. Breathe out and lower. Now you may be able to get all the way. That is great if you can. But remember, however far you go down, you've got to be able to get back up without moving these legs, okay? If you prefer, you can have your legs straight. Breathe in to tilt, breathe out to lower. Breathe in, start the lift. Breathe out, continue all the way up. Entirely up to you. Working through the lower back, mobility of that spine and strength from your core. Breathe in and tilt, breathe out and lower. Breathe in, start the lift, breathe out, continue. Keeping your feet and knees hips distance apart, keeping them nice and still. I'm going to ask you please 2 more repetitions. That's 4 breaths in total. And once you've completed those 2, you're going to bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Now, as you lay on your back, make sure you've still got your neutral spine, your comfortable back, okay? Feet and knees hips distance apart, shoulders down, relax. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your right leg up to a right angle. Knee above the hip, ankle in line with the knee. Stay here, level 1. Deep 4 breaths, engage your core. Level 2, breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the other leg as well. So you've got both legs raised, held and still. You might need to imprint your spine to find neutral again. That is fine, but once you've got it, keep it in place. You want level 3, bring the upper body up, arms are raised, palms are facing the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, pulse the hands down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, pulse the hands down. It's like you've got a little bouncy ball underneath your hand. I don't want to see a big movement. It is just a little pulse. And if you want level 4, take those legs out to 45 degrees. Any pain or discomfort in the lower back, go down a level. If you've just got the one leg raised, allow it to lower. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the other leg up in its place. Right angle in the knee, hold it there and just continue to breathe. Now, if you're going level 1 with the leg up, you could add the pulse here as well. Up to you. Just gives you a little bit of an option. Otherwise, both legs. And then if you're going all the way, 45 degrees. Draw in the core, chin off the chest, deep, full breaths. When you've done them 3 more breaths, if you've got your upper body raised, you're going to lower it down. If you've got your legs extended, you're going to bring them back to bent. And then 1 foot at a time is going to come back down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arms come up, palms are facing inwards, okay? And your fingers are being pulled to the ceiling. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arms pull over. We're lengthening. And then as you breathe in, bring the arms back up. Breathe out, arms go over. Breathing, arms come up. If you want to go a bit further, one leg comes up. We're going to move the leg at the same time as the arms. Breathe in, breathe out to lengthen. So you're being pulled, and then breathe in to return. Breathe out, lengthen as far as it will go, and then breathe in to return. So you're allowing that leg to come all the way out. Don't let it drop down. Use the core to get the movement in place, and then bringing it back to right angle. Arms are pulling over. You don't have to lift your leg. You could lift it but keep it still. And the next option is to have both legs raised, but we are only moving the same leg continuously. Breathe out to lengthen, breathe in to return. And I'm going to ask you please, with this leg, for 2 more breaths, then allow that foot to come back down. Other leg comes up if you want it to, don't have to. Breathe in, breathe out to lengthen, breathe in to return. Arms pull over, fingers being pulled up. Lengthen away and bring it back in. Now, if you're moving this leg, make sure the other knee is absolutely still. Breathe out to lengthen, breathe in to return. Next level is both legs raised, but just that one leg moving. Breathing out as it goes over, in as it returns. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in and engaged. So I'm going to ask you please, working round the shoulders to mobilise through the upper back, lengthening through the leg to work through the core and the lumbar spine in your one leg extension, your one leg stretch. For 2 more breaths, please. Once you've completed your 2, if you've got both legs lifted, 1 foot at a time comes down. Then we allow those arms to gently release. Good. And then from here, you're going to turn onto your other side. Legs out straight. Head resting down on the arm. Now my desk is in the way, but your arm should be in line with your body. So you've got a straight line from your fingers all the way to the toes. Head rests down, the hand is there for your balance. Core muscles in place. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise the legs. As soon as they came up, the obliques began to work. Legs are lengthened, toes away. Hand is there for support. Breathe in. Breathe out, kick the top leg forwards. Breathe in to return without allowing those hips to roll. Breathe out, take the leg back. Breathe in to return. Now, the bigger you try to make your movement, the more likely you are to roll your hips and to bend the leg. You've got to keep the hips in place and you've got to keep the leg as straight as possible. So only going forwards if you want the next level, backwards as well if you want the next level, and then both legs together, breathing out as they go away, breathing in as they return, making sure they stay as straight as possible. Lengthen through the body. Hold breath out to take it away. Hold breath in to bring it in. Core muscles zipped up. Strengthen through the middle of the body, down the top leg, through the waist. I'm going to ask you please for 2 more breaths. Once you've completed those, allow those legs to carefully come together and lower all the way down. Good. And then from there, we're going to bring ourselves back round onto all fours. Make sure your knees are hips distance apart, okay? Wrists and elbows under the shoulders. So this will be your last exercise before we stand, okay? So you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, push one leg all the way back along the floor. Don't lift it. And then breathe in to bring it in. Other leg, breathe out, push it away. Breathe in to drag it back in without dropping your hips from side to side. So you just breathe out to push away and breathe in to draw in. Now if you want to go further, you breathe out to lengthen and then raise, no higher than the body. It's got to stay in line and your body weight stays central. Breathe in, toes touch down and then bring the leg back in. Breathe out to lengthen, maybe lift, you don't have to. Breathe in to lower and return. You want to go further, opposite hand lengthens out along the mat, along the floor, and then draw it back in. And then your final option, arm and leg raise. They touch at their furthest points before they come back in. Lengthen through the body. Deep full breaths. Keep looking down. You've got to have that alignment. So once you've got it, don't keep trying to look at your device. If it's your phone or your laptop or whatever it is you're using, just try and look down and keep that back nice and long. Keep the body weight central, with or without the arm. Remember, at level 1, you don't even have to lift the leg. You can just push it out behind you. Core muscles remain drawn up. I should be able to balance a tray of drinks on your back. So in your swimming, this is called, using your deep full breaths, I would like you please to complete 4 more at your level. Whether it's with or without the arm. Once you've done those 4, breathing out to push away, breathing in to lower and return. Once you've done your 4, you're going to sit back in your heels, keep the arms out into what's called the child's pose. From there, you're going to bring the arms towards the legs, Now please remember, you've been on the floor for a while, so don't rush to stand. You don't want a head rush. If you need to use something to hold on to, that's absolutely fine. Place the feet down, tuck the chin in, and slowly begin to make your way all the way up. Rebuild the spine, relax the shoulders down, head and neck up large. So we've lengthened, we've reset where we began. So we've got neutral spine, we've got core muscles in place, drawn up, drawn in. Try and keep them in place for as much of the day as you remember. Just lift up onto your toes, make sure the body is balanced. You've got that even distribution of weight through both of your feet. Lift up and balance. And release. One more time. Lift up, balance and hold it here. Close your eyes if you can. Test that balance. And release. Well done. So Pilates, nice and gently, working through your levels. The options are there, don't be afraid. Start at the basic, at the beginning, and build it up gradually. I always think of Pilates like a jigsaw puzzle. You've got to have every piece of the puzzle. You've got to have neutral spine, you've got to have core muscles, you've got to have your breathing in place. All of those make the big picture, and then hopefully you'll work more effectively. So well done for today. We'll see you again soon. Take care.